Hello, friends. Today I'll show you how to make parking easier for yourself and take one step closer to better understanding your car's dimensions. If the video is useful, give it a like and write in the comments whether it helped. Let's go. To learn how to drive close to a curb, either forward or in reverse, it's useful to experiment a little. Choose a suitable curbstone and, with someone's help, for example, an instructor, drive as close as possible to it in your car. After that, get out of the car and check how far the curb is from your bumper. Then get back behind the wheel and look through the driver's side window. Very often, the line of sight directed at the curb goes right under the left side mirror of the car. In this case, you can use the mirror as a reference point. If the car is still far from the curb, the mirror will block it from view. But if the curb appears under the left mirror, that means the car is already quite close. Let me say it again. The left mirror is often a good reference, but for each specific car, you'll need to find your own markers. For example, in older cars, the side mirrors were sometimes mounted on the front fender. In that case, this example doesn't apply. Likewise, when backing up toward a curb with your rear bumper, turn your head and look out the window. There usually aren't any clear reference points, so it's useful to simply remember the approximate look and position of the curb, for example, in relation to the window's edge. You'll also often have to turn around in tight conditions, in a parking lot between rows of cars or in a narrow lane between garage walls. So let's figure out how to judge the car's dimensions relative to nearby objects. This applies when approaching a tall obstacle like a wall or another vehicle. In this case, the beam of the headlights can give you a hint. If at first the light has no clear outline, the closer you get, the sharper the light spot becomes. When the car's about half a meter from the wall, the light beam forms a clearly defined shape. That's your signal not to get any closer. This reference works for both the front and rear of the car. As you know, when reversing, the rear lights turn on. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see lots more helpful content. I also recommend watching the video about traffic lights, right-of-way rules, and how to drive